Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Color Rush Studios, and I am using the new May kit, and I am actually playing along with the exclusive sketch for Color Rush Studios this month, so that it's at the beginning of the video that you just saw, and it'll show up here in the corner in just a few minutes. But before I put the video on and speed it up, I did want to show you what I'm going to work with, because I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting off camera, and I want to be able to put my background down following, obviously, the sketch. So I have my photos, and I have a piece of white cardstock that is going to be the white block of paper that's in the sketch. I'm going to use this to map my photos on. So I'm going to cut, so this would represent the floral pattern paper that the photos are on top of in the sketch. I'm going to use this pink one. And then at the top, I think there's two different pattern papers that it kind of puts at the top. I am going to cut just a strip of this yellow. So I'm just going to have the one yellow, excuse me, at the top here. So I will have those cut, and so they're obviously going to go here. I plan to use this ribbon, but we'll do that part when I come back on camera. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead and cut these down and get the background glued. I am using this plaid paper for my background, and I have 6 photos on my page. And off camera, in addition to cutting my background and laying that part down, I'm going to fussy cut 3 of these butterflies. I'm going to fussy cut this as well as these words, and I'm going to fussy cut this bike. So obviously these 2 are from the 3x4 card pattern paper, and so I'm going to fussy cut those. I'm also, I think, going to use both of these on the page somewhere. And I also have the ladybugs. I want to put at least probably 3 of those. We'll see what else that I put on the page. I do have the stickers and things here, and I also have my title. I'm using the alphas from the kit. So they were the Fun in the Sun alphas. These ones here. So I am using those, and I am pulling in, these are not from the kit, but they are a green letter sticker from my stash. To make my title. So I'm going to go off camera and get the background matted and put together. And then when we come back, I'll speed up the video and we can put the ribbon down, the title, and the embellishing. I don't think there's going to be a ton of embellishing. I feel like there's a lot of photos on this page, so there's not going to be a ton of room for embellishment. Okay, I've got everything glued down to start the basis of my background, and you are going to see that I am going to stay really close to this sketch, basically in every way. I might have probably more embellishing on the layout than what's in the sketch, but apart from that, the title placement, the sort of place for journaling, all of that, I'm going to stick very true to the sketch. I loved the sketch. It was fun and different, and I really felt like the ribbon or the frazzles and my photos and the papers just worked perfectly to go with this sketch. And so basically here I am going to fuss with the other half of my title. You saw that I had put the practice down on the top, and then just like in the sketch, it's sort of a split title. I have that sun that's going to kind of bridge the gap, and that was what I cut from that 4x6 card. And then I just brought in an alpha from my stash for the word makes, simply because I needed a smaller font. And then I finished it out with the word perfect. So my title is Practice Makes Perfect. And I thought that was kind of perfect for these photos of my husband and my son. He was practicing riding his bike. My husband was practicing his roller hockey out in the cul-de-sac. And so yeah, I thought the perfect title for this page was the Practice Makes Perfect. And I am just sort of pleating up that ribbon a little bit, or that frazzle. I keep wanting to say ribbon, but it's frazzle. And so I'm just going to fuss with that here a little bit. I apologize, I do kind of leave all of this on camera. Usually I kind of cut out a lot of my fussing and fluffing of all those bits and pieces, but I did leave it in. This video with the beginning part is just a little over 8 minutes, so not too bad, I don't think. I think I'm okay to leave that in. And so I'm going to now work on my embellishing. And so I have fussy cut a few of the butterflies from one of the pattern papers. This little shine, I can't really read what it says, but that was cut from one of the 3x4 cards. These little pinwheels, I have those. I thought those are really cute down, since they are, normally you blow them in the wind outside, and so I thought those were perfect for outside photos. And then I have this little sticker from the sticker sheet that's going up by that butterfly, which I cannot read on my small screen, but you'll see it better in the still photos. And here's where I'm kind of just going through all the sticker sheets. I knew I wanted to add, just like on the sketch, something over to the side, so I pulled one of those tabs. And now I'm just going to fuss around with the placement. I'm trying to think if I add anything else on this page. I might add, some tiny word stickers. I think probably are the only other thing that gets added to this page. And I will say I printed these photos on my large format printer, and the paper that I'm using, once you stick something on it, as with most printed at home photos, once you put something on those photos, they don't come back up. So I will just say that that word strip that's on the photos, if that was not what I wanted, it was not coming back up. So yeah, but luckily it's all good. I was happy with the placement. So I add a few hearts in amongst my embellishment clusters. There's no true 3 embellishment clusters on this page. It's kind of just filled with all the amazing, beautiful bits and pieces in this kit, and the sticker sheets. This collection is so fun and bright and happy. I truly love it. If you haven't, you can check it out. The link will be in the description box below. If you want to buy some a la carte items to go with your kit, you can always use Vanessa 10. That's also in the description box down below. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group. You'll see throughout the month how the rest of the design team takes on this sketch. And if you try it, make sure you link up the Color Rush Studio so that we can see what you create. I'd love to see everyone else's take on this sketch. And I do really like, if I didn't mention before, that bike is cut from a 4x6, which I think I mentioned at the beginning, but I really love how that turned out. I don't end up adding any other enamel dots to this, but I do take some of the Nuvo drops in black, and I just put a little dot in the center of those pinwheels. I thought it kind of just made them pop a little bit, and I did do some butterfly trails off camera with a black pen. So with that, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Here are the still photos, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.